Okay, the video did get cut off there because I didn't realize I was working on a 10-minute limit, recording limit, but I'm back, and as I said, let's do some testing on this switch. So I'm going to grab my cheap multimeter. It was like a $10 multimeter, and it works, although it might not be, the best choice for an electrical professional. So let's see whether I can just hook these probes up. Let me first turn it to continuity mode. And basically what it does is when you tap the two probes together, it makes a sound. That means there's a connection, so you use it to test for continuity. And let's see whether I can stick those there. Nope, they won't stay. Okay, so it's time for alligator clips. Now to attach alligator clips to your multimeter, you could take these plugs out right here and then use these. So these are alligator clips on one end of the wire, and then banana clips on the other end, and I like to call these nanigators because, bananas and alligator clips. I don't know why they're not called crocodile clips. Maybe it has to do with the teeth and how they show or something. I don't know. But let's say you didn't have those. You could also just take regular alligator clip wires, which I got from a Science Adventures summer camp when I was really little, and attach them to the ends of your probes. So I'm going to take the red one and just attach it to there. I'm going to take the green one, which I just dropped to the floor. Let me get it. Oh, okay. Attach it to there. Okay. And as for the polarity of the switch, well, there is no polarity of the switch because it's just a switch. It's either open or closed, which is what we're testing for right now. So let me grab that and put something down on to hold that from falling off the desk. I'm gonna connect the green clips right there, I guess. And the red one right there. Okay, you can see that. And, you're supposed to be able to trigger these kinds of switches with a magnet, so let's see what happens when I bring a magnet close to the switch. Oh, whoa, oh. It got stuck to my wire there. Okay. Hold these down. Yep, you can see when I bring a magnet, or in this case a large set of magnets, close to the reed switch, the magnetic field causes the two leaves inside to get drawn together, and it closes the switch, which then completes the circuit and creates continuity, which my multimeter is picking up. Well, that's just great. Okay, so I'm going to put those magnets back where I got them. And now we're going to desolder that switch from this board, because I'll be able to use this board maybe for something else, maybe, but probably not. Maybe someday I'll put a different switch here and use it to trigger, use the speaker and batteries and with some other project. But for now, let's just take the switch off so I can use it in some other project. Let me get rid of the multimeter. Take these clips off. Alright. So, gonna need our helping hands to hold this board in place while we work. So we're just gonna clip that on there. It looks pretty safe to clip. Okay. And what I'm gonna do first, I guess, is remove this point. So we're gonna need some soldering tools. There's a sponge, There's my soldering iron. It's my really cheap soldering iron that I got on Amazon. Again, not really ideal for professionals, but I'm just a hobbyist, so that should be fine. And as you can see, the iron is nice and heated up. As always, wear safety goggles. There we go, safety goggles. I actually have been wearing these safety goggles the whole time. I just thought this would be a good point to show anyone who's watching that I am wearing safety goggles. Okay, so that solder's nicely melted. Alright, so I guess I'm going to remove the solder right there first. Let me just tin my iron for a second. Okay, don't breathe that in. That is your flux, the flux core of my solder, just burning up. Okay. Alright. So, that's solder right there. Let's attack it. We use the plier ends of, like, I think those are like crimping ends for, or something on the ends of my wire stripper, but let's just grab that right there, and oops, I didn't grab it. Okay, I got it now. I'm gonna heat the solder up and remove it. Let me see for a second. That didn't do it. Okay, as you can see, I have separated the switch. I don't know whether you can see that. Hold on. I have separated the switch from the board. So now we're going to do the other side. You can take a look. There's no solder on this side, which is a little concerning. It makes me... Oh, maybe you didn't see that. There's no solder on this side, which is a little concerning. I don't know what kind of quality control this the factory is running. Makes me think the flux didn't attach to the metal that well. And as you can see on this side, there's a hole right there, which I guess the pin was supposed to go through. But instead, they just made the switch go around the board. And, well, I don't know whether that was exactly the best thing to do. Now, all that excess solder there, I'm just going to leave there for now. I can remove it another day. And now for this side, so I'm going to reattach my helping hands. Okay. So I'm going to grab our component, and let's remove the solder right there, heat it up. There we go. And it's removed. Okay, so put that down, let it cool off. It cools off really quickly because the air is a lot colder. Ooh, but this board is hot, so it didn't burn me, but that is hot right there. All that excess solder right there. Oh man, I don't know whether I like the soldering job that the manufacturer did. I mean, the electronics worked, but the fact that, you know, having the pin go around the board and not having solder go through the PCB at all, I don't know whether I like that. Okay, so now let's see what's left. There's a bit of solder left on this pin right there, or the leg. This end seems pretty fine, but this one I'm gonna remove that. So I'm just I could use. I don't need my helping hands at this point. Okay. I could probably use solder braid or the wick to get that off, but I think my iron will work just fine in this case. So let me just do that, and oh. And bam, there you go. Get that off.